Hello, Gemini, June 2020. This is your reading. So if you haven't watched the eclipse video, watch that, okay? June 5th is the full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, your opposite sign on the chart. And then on June 20th is the solar new moon, okay? The solar eclipse, new moon in Gemini, your sign. So on eclipse day, in some tradition, it's not a good idea to meditate. I've been saying that in my videos. And during the peak time of the eclipse, in some tradition, they say it's not good to eat because the stomach, it's not good for the stomach at that time, okay? The digestion and just the whole processing of the food in the body. So there's a lot of different, there is science behind that. It's a great time to sit and just be in deep thought, right? So definitely check out those videos. I really feel using those days, especially at the high peak, just to kind of sit back, relax, and observe, right? Okay, so Geminis, what I have for you guys is moving forward and not feeling like everything has to be perfect or that you have all of the answers, right? Allow yourself to move forward and really trust yourself and trust the moment and flow. You're an air sign, so you have the power of your words, and allow things to flow, allow things to happen. And there will be a time where you're overdoing things, but that will chill out after a while. So we can't avoid all the bad things. Like last year, March was like crazy, right? It's a family member death, and then another friend, and then now fast forward to this year's March. It's like it was kind of like an omen to the next coming March. That's how I felt last March. So it's like we can't avoid overdoing things or negative things. We can only go through them the best way we can and learn through them. Using our voice. Some of you Geminis is about you using your voice. Really not allowing other people's negative words to impact you, and to really move forward with your plans and your ideas, and then take along people that are willing to support you and be there for you. If they're not there to support you and be there for you, they shouldn't be in your life anymore. Okay. Others will just, some of you will need to really trust your words and trust your ability to express yourself, and just really finding a new way of listening and writing or speaking or processing your information. And it's a reverse 8 of Wands. So for some of you, things might not flow as smooth as you want to. Think time might slow down. Something that you're experiencing might take too long. You might have to really practice your patience a lot in June, and just know that you will need to really incorporate meditating a lot, okay, in the month of June. But during the eclipse, especially the eclipse, it's not a good time to really pull in any energies or do anything like that, because it's more of a chaotic energy. Things are shifting. It's not in the alignment that it naturally flows in the cosmos, right? And we're connected to that. So we just want to be still, making sure that we get ourselves ready in June just to be still, because these 3 eclipses, we're going to be moving through so many things. And Gemini ruled by Mercury, Virgo ruled by Mercury, they're going to have a lot of communication going on. Okay, Queen of Spades. Queen of Spades is saying that you are intelligent, right? So you're intelligent. You're going to call on, hopefully meet people who are also intelligent, that love to express themselves. Also, be social and getting events out, right? Social, doing things, being social. Even the gossiping, right? There's bad gossiping and good gossiping. I like to say gossiping for me is negative. You're talking junk without a purpose. But the positive side of gossiping is sharing and learning. But I wouldn't call it gossiping. It's like getting informed. Getting your latest information on where you are. But it's good for you to be informed about where you live or things coming up, and just really planning ahead. A lot of you air signs are ready to communicate and to get out there. So June is going to be the month of really testing the waters and getting yourself out there, getting back to being social in the best way possible. All right, so let's move on to the next air sign. Libra, bring in the balance, Libra. Okay, so for some of you Libras, you will be experiencing really being in control. You guys have, some of you will be experiencing some things here, but being in control, having the money that you need, having the control of your life that you need, really being mindful of your earnings and saving and so forth, because some of you will be experiencing maybe feeling left out, shunned, or homeless, or experiencing right now, maybe you've had the money, but then you've lost it, but you're going to regain it again. All right, maybe working a little bit harder, a little tough times, and really feeling like you need to stand up for yourself. So whatever you're going to go through, you're really going to have to stand up for yourself. If it's losing money, or job, or whatever you feel brings you prosperity, right? Having a loss of that or disconnect from that, but then finding your own power and finding your own power again, but also not really getting over what you're experiencing, or experienced. So you might feel that you might have some kind of addiction to something, or might feel like you're holding on to something, and then that you'll overwork or overdo it, right? But you'll bring yourself back into alignment. Some of you will be moving back into alignment and really tapping into your own personal power and wisdom, and really kind of cleansing yourself of it, and realizing that, we all experience up and down, and we can get through it. And you're going to use your words to really pump yourself up and move through it and bring yourself. You have all these knights, so it's like you really have to fight for yourself, and your words will ignite that fire within you to really fight for yourself, to move yourself forward, because we're all experiencing something that is causing us to judge ourselves, to not really believe in ourselves, to feel like things are weighing us down. So Libra, whatever you're going through, for some of you could be very difficult. For others, it could be a really great time, but you feel some kind of struggle or shift or lack of something that you need in your life right now. But whatever it is, you're really focused on your work. Some of you will be overworking. Some of you will be feeling like, hey, I don't have everything that I need right now, okay? Or I'm really doing too much. Others, you'll have to really pull in like a king of hearts into your life. Some of you will be finding that maybe a father figure, or a father that is really nurturing and helping to you. Others, it could be someone that's really like a therapist, or someone that's really motivating to you, to really help get you through all the rough times. Others could be your partner, or a new love in your life, a new friendship that is really influential to your life, to your energy, to lift you up, to really bring you mentally out of that block that you are experiencing now or will experience. But allow June, and I really like to focus on new moon to full moon, and then then the next cycle again. Allow yourself to go through these cycles and really pull yourself through all the emotions, all the experiences that you're going through, because you have the power through your words to really pull yourself mentally through it, right? So it doesn't have to be a rush of, oh yeah, I'm over this right now, but just allowing yourself to pull yourself through it. All right, Aquarius. So what we have for you guys is a new relationship. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, Aquarius. So your new relationship will provide itself through your work and your time. Okay. So whatever this new relationship is, and whenever I get the Lover's card, if you're in a relationship, it's really sparking up that relationship and making sure that you, in this reading, use your time when you're not working to really feed that relationship and to make the best decisions you can, which will give you the time that you need to nurture your relationship, to spend time with your partner, because why be in a relationship, right? So, and then if this is a new relationship for you, it's also about you using your time in between work to have a life other than your work, right? And to really plan with that person the best, maybe the best places to go, or the best time to do things, so you can be with that person. For other Aquarius, it's about you setting your goals, being really spiritually connected to that goal, and making sure that you have time to really think through it. This could be a big goal or a big plan that you're doing that you need to make sure you manage your time really well. If anything pops up, let them know that you don't have the time, the energy for it. So, you're not really committing yourself to anything. You're really staying focused to what it is that you need to do, time to heal, time to think. And also, since you've got the Eight of Cups, really use these eclipses coming up to see where Sagittarius is in your chart, where Gemini is in your chart, and to see what can you think about those houses and those placements, right? And how is it going to affect your life this year? And how can you implement those things to move you forward in the year to come? And especially Sagittarius is a fire sign. So, if there's someone that's Sagittarius in your life, you can really tap into your relationship with them and really understand yourself first. Then your relationship with them will be better. Your element is air, and so is Gemini. So that new moon on the 20th of June is going to be really powerful to tap into, right? The Sagittarius I'm talking about is June 5th. So for all air signs, whenever you're in that time frame, those weeks within the calendar moon cycle year of your element, you can tap into that frequency, that energy. For some of you, Aquarius is about really having a higher perspective, a deeper perspective on your life, and especially in your life is where you put your energy, and also your family. Parents, grandparents, grandkids, or just your family that's with you right now. What are you leaving behind for them, and what are you planning for them right now? So it's really cherishing your time with your family, Aquarius, and or people that are family to you, or your own tribe, and or your time to yourself, and how you're going to build that family, or if you don't have one, how are you going to build that, your community, your people, right? So diamonds, okay, so 5 of diamonds is talking about financial change. So when I saw this, I'm thinking of the financial change that's coming. It's going to be positive, new job, and for others there'll be a negative financial change. But what you need to do is really start being proactive if there's any negative financial changes, which most people are going through right now, and any kind of unexpected expenses. So make sure that you're not just throwing your money away. Whenever you get the 5 of diamonds, it's about, yes, things can be fruitful and great, but when things are prosperous coming in, also make sure you put aside money for things like, certain things don't just work forever. You have to replace certain things. So always keep that in mind. Always be aware of, like, in the good times is when you really prepare. And a lot of times we don't think like that because we're like, now in the moment. Yes, be now in the moment, but also make sure that you have a safety net as well. So enjoy June. You're in Gemini birthday season, moving over into Cancer birthday season. So just enjoy this June summer solstice coming up. Be still during the 3 eclipses coming up, and just make the best of June. It's going to be a chaotic energy, but it's an energy of shift. So just be aware of that and be awakened within yourself, and be still and be calm. And really, you guys got the Hangman. So a lot of people, I'm shuffling here, and a lot of people are getting Hangman. It's like really have a deep perspective, seeing things, shift it, flip it, and seeing things in a different way. Peace.